And right now it is 8:15. Good morning to you, and thank you for joining us because we've got sort of a surprise. We're going to find out about the Northeast Texas Symphony League's radio and TV auction right here at home at KSST. Good morning, Bill Owens.
Good morning, Enola. How are you?
I'm good, and thanks for coming in. And Adam Teer.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
You too. We have plans for the 30th auction?
Yeah, 30th auction, yeah. I guess I was only 10 years old when that started or something like that.
But you remember it.
But I barely remember it, yeah. Dwayne Grimes started that out here at KSST, and KSST has helped us every year. We really want to say thank you before we go any further to Chad and Rhonda Young, Doug for helping out that night, and all his team, Adam Whitson. He puts everything on the Facebook page and stuff, so KSST is a great help, and of course thank you for having us this morning.
Well, it's lovely to be able to sit down with you face to face and have this interview. So let's find out what the thrust is for this year. How do we call in? What the items are going to be? Of course, we don't know it all at this moment.
No, the phone number is the same as always, 903-885-0700, and it's going to start at 6 o'clock, and that's on the, it's November 20th. 20th. And this is our only fundraiser that we do. We take membership and we take donations and stuff like that, but this is the only fundraiser that we have. So it's a big deal.
And fundraising is important because the Symphony League puts on all kinds of neat things through the year.
Absolutely. The thing we're most well known for is probably the Independence Day concert that goes along with the fireworks. And that event, a lot of people don't know, that event cost around $40,000 because these musicians are professional musicians. So we pay them. We pay for, obviously, the fireworks. There's a lot of cost that goes into it. So when you come out to that free concert downtown, that actually cost our league quite a bit of money to put on.
It's around $40,000. Mm-hmm. Now, Alliance Bank and Grocery Supply help sponsor that as well.
And Christus. They jumped in a couple years ago, yes.
Good, wonderful.
So without them, it wouldn't be possible. So from the auction, last year we raised over $10,000. We hope to do that again.
Absolutely. And, we also do the children's concert each spring. Matter of fact, we were just making plans for that at our last board meeting this far in advance. But that's an event we hold at the Civic Center, the high school auditorium, and we can have up to about 1,200 kids in there from not just Sulphur Springs but also the county schools. And that event, because again we bring in professional musicians, that event cost about $13,000 to put on.
Oh, really?
So these events, because we're bringing in world-class musicians to our community, and so we pay for that. So this auction is such a godsend to have. To be able to raise the money to be able to put these events on.
Well, I know I brought this up before, but I remember as a child growing up in Longview, there was the opportunity for community concerts, and there was a series through the year, and I went to all kinds of ballets and operas and things I wouldn't get to be exposed to, and that's what we do here.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful service for the community. There's so many great things that go on in this community, but bringing the gift of music to, especially I think about it with the children's concert, bringing kids that have never been exposed to this type of classical music and getting to see the instruments and then maybe turning on that musical switch in their life and making them interested in that is just a wonderful thing, and I'm proud we get to be a part of that.
To see them, they sit there and they're like mesmerized.
Yep.
Yes.
Fifth grade kids just not twitching around, not playing around. They're just mesmerized listening to the music, so it's awesome.
And it's not just a dry concert because our conductor, he really gets involved.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's really neat. He teaches the kids about the different instruments that are there. He has them play different sounds. He gets the kids involved. He teaches them different styles of music. It's a really interesting way he does it. He's extremely adept at bringing that age group in because he's a college professor by trade, and it's really interesting the way he's able to bring the kids in that are that age.
Well, it is. Our Symphony League is a wonderful thing, and our auction is too.
Yes, it is. So we have some great things this year too. We're changing up just a little bit, kind of like what we did last year. Maybe not quite as many items, but great items to make it a little bit shorter, to make it go a little faster. There's some items like a duck hunt. That's a little bit different. There's a 55-inch TV with a sound bar, built-in subwoofers and Bluetooth. Of course, a stay in the cabin in Oklahoma, dinner for 20 from Bodacious Barbecue. We have Christmas arrangements, wreaths, quilts, a dinner for 20 from Andy and Mary Lou Wright. Jay and Patty Ozenhod, of course, help with Bodacious. There's some fun items, too. Like we auction off the opportunity to be a guest conductor. Mm-hmm. I got to do that. You ever done it, Adam?
No, I have not. I'm more of the firework guy because we also give the opportunity to be the firework.
Oh,
well, there's a detonator, you know,
Yes.
and it's like you get to be like Wile E. Coyote, you know, and light the fireworks up. Have you done that one?
I've not gotten to do any of these.
Man, you need to get your checkbook out and let's bid on some of those items. I was a guest conductor one time, and we had an electrical outage, and there was some people got shocked. It didn't hurt me though. They said it was because I was such a bad conductor, So anyway, we're going to have Bob Weaver there auctioneering, and Adam's going to be auctioneering. I'll be there. We're going to have a real special guest. Rocky the squirrel will be there.
What?
Yeah, he'll have his big acorns with him. And having lots of fun. I won't have Bullwinkle. You think you can do Bullwinkle for us?
That may be out of my pay grade. I don't know.
You know how he said that, Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of a hat. Can you do that part, Again?
that may be a little bit before me.
All right.
Well, you've missed something there, Adam. Oh, Rocky the squirrel is coming, and we're working on Bullwinkle.
He's going to be there. Yeah, he sure is. Let's see. We got 25-pound box of fresh roasted and salted peanuts donated by Steve and Donna Smith at the Big Smiths. J. Hodge Chevrolet's got a $500 off on anything certificate or up to $1,000 off on tires. We got a red truck, motorized truck for, ages 1 to 3 years, holds about 45 pounds. The kids ride around on the little red truck. Christmas clock from Everything Unique, a Christmas snowman clock, Christmas Hallmark movie watching blanket made by the Sewing Queens, Christmas pillows, snowman sleigh by the Sewing Queens, so lots of stuff.
And you can see, the thing about this auction is you can see all this stuff. This is a radio TV auction, and this was an idea that one of our men's service organizations had, like in ancient times when we had our first TV station, and it lay dormant for years. Here came, as you mentioned, Dwayne Grimes and Kelly, and revived it for the Symphony auction.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun, too.
It's a lot of fun. You call in, you bid, you watch it on Channel 18, you listen to it on radio.
And you also have YouTube, too. KSST YouTube channel is also a good place to watch it.
Well, I don't see how it's not going to be a hit this year, and it always is a hit.
Yeah, I think it will be.
You raise money for the things that you do through the Symphony League all year round, and you feel good about your purchasing because you're donating to something that's a good cause.
Man, there's nothing like being downtown on that 4th of July deal, with so many people coming together as a community. It's awesome. It gives me goosebumps. I love it.
I love it, too. We love it here in Hopkins County. We're proud to be at home here. Is there anything else that the public needs to know at this point? Because I know some of y'all are coming back again, like in about 10 days, to tell us more.
Well, I guess we should mention that City National Bank does help us sponsor that Christmas concert. No, I'm sorry, not Christmas. The children's concert. Okay. And the Christmas. I don't know where October went, but we are in November, and Christmas is right around the corner. There are some great Christmas items here at the auction that you might be able to use, and make it easier to shop for Christmas.
Absolutely. These are items that, other than the experiences, of course, these are items that you would pick up that night. There's no waiting to get them in. They are here. And as soon as the auction's over, matter of fact, it makes our life easier if you would just come up here and pick them up that night or maybe the next day. So this is stuff you'll have in your hand that weekend.
You can use your card and just make the purchase.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay. Wonderful.
Card, cash, or check.
Okay. Good. So November 20th is on a Saturday night. And starting at 6 p.m. for the famous radio and TV auction for the Symphony League here at KSST.
Yeah, please join us.
Yeah. And if you want to watch it on Channel 18 TV, get to a place where there's cable if you don't have cable, because it's a cable channel. Of course, listening to us on radio, streaming on KSSTradio.com, and as you said, YouTube.
Yes, the KSST's YouTube channel, absolutely.
Okay. Before you go, Adam, tell me why you are involved with Symphony League and what brought you there.
So my perspective has changed a little bit in the last few years, but it was because of the influence of Charlie McCauley, the high school music director while I was in high school. Band was just a thing that I did because my friends did it until Mr. McCauley was hired on by the district, and he instilled in me, and I know a lot of my classmates, a genuine love for music. So it's because of his good influence and the influence that I'm happy my children have through the band program now with Mr. Emmert and the middle school directors. I'm very appreciative of that Mr. McCauley instilled in us while I was in high school here.
Lovely. What about you, Bill?
Well, I love music. That's a universal language, and no matter what kind it is. And the older I get, the more I love my God, my country, and my family in Hopkins County. And so that comes together really well for me. Like I said, the 4th of July concert gives me goosebumps, makes me want to cry. I've been to the children's concert. It's awesome to see what that does for the kids. So it's just a real good feeling.
Good. And we're passing that along to everyone for the auction night, November 20th, and we'll have more on that. And we'll be showing you some of our items on our Channel 18 as well.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. We will see you probably in about 10 days here at the station.
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you, Enola.
Thank you too.